Hello everyone. Welcome to the Mahito Guide. This video will be split into 4 sections: Mahito's skills and tech with the skills, how you're supposed to use your ult, playstyle, and finally, some 1v1 clips. These sections are outlined in the progress bar, skip around as you'd like, and let's get into it. Mahito's first move, Stockpile, shows you taking out 2 hammers and swinging them, sending opponents up in the air. This move does about 10 damage, goes through block, hits down, has a pretty solid variant. Well-rounded move. This move can be used as a combo finisher or used to combo into body repel. A piece of tech you can do with this move is after you hit the first hammer, you can turn your camera to change the direction of the knockback from the second hammer. Not too useful, but hey, it's there. You can do Stockpile after an uppercut, but sometimes the first hammer misses, so I'm going to show you how to hit both hammers. Once you hit the uppercut, either move away from the target or move right next to them. That was all from Stockpile, onto Soul Fire. Soul Fire is probably the worst move in Mahito's kit. The user fires several transfigured humans out of their arm, piercing the opponent. 3 damage per bullet, totaling 9 damage, and the move has a lot of end lag, leaving you open to getting punished. There is a weird bug with the move: if you do Soul Fire while being too close, none of the projectiles will hit and you're open to getting punished. A piece of tech you can do is hit the first 2 bullets, then flick the 3rd bullet away. This tech turns Soul Fire to a combo extender. Soul Fire is an alright move, onto a much better move, Focus Strike. The user imbues cursed energy into their fist to lunge forward and heavily strike their opponent. Focus Strike is probably the best move in Mahito's base kit. This move does low damage and combo extend, but if you click 3 after using it, the damage increases and turns into a combo finisher. A piece of tech you can do with this move is after you do Focus Strike, you can press R to change your form. I'll talk about this more in the segment about Mahito's playstyle. Focus Strike also has a variant named Chain Whip, but it is so terrible there's almost no point in mentioning it. Best I could find was comboing it from Stockpile, it's just such a bad move. Now that the very necessary Chain Whip slander is over, onto the jankiest move in Mahito's kit, Body Repel. Body Repel is probably the jankiest move in the game. The user mixes together transfigured humans and launches them at high speeds. The thing that separates this move from the other is Body Repel moves based on your camera. If you move your camera to the left, it moves to the left, move your camera to the right, it moves to the right, etc. There's 2 main things you should do with Body Repel: you can either 1, launch someone away, or 2, hit someone and curve Body Repel back into you to continue the combo. I'd recommend practicing using Body Repel from different distances, as it's decently hard to use. Body Repel has an uptime of about 2 seconds, so if you're trying to curve Body Repel back into yourself, keep that in mind. There's 100% some tech I've yet to find with this move, so go explore this move in a private server. Now, on to Mahito's ult. First, we'll be talking about how to enter your awakening. With every other character, you just press G to enter your awakening. Mahito is different, as when you press G, your character will rush forward and punch. If the punch connects to anyone, you enter your awakening. If you miss, you don't enter your awakening and your ult meter gets drained to 50%. The ult hits down and can be comboed from M1S, Stockpile, and Body Repel, just to name a few. Once you enter ult, you're given 3 new moves. First move, Idle Transfiguration, shows your character running for a few seconds. If you hit someone, you blast away and you take one of the enemy's moves. The gimmick of Idle Transfiguration is if you hit it twice on the same person, they just die. A piece of tech you can do with this move is evasive out of the knockback. This can allow you to surprise the opponent. Onto Drill Splitter, you fly forward and kick with deer hooves. If you make contact with someone, you put their body on a drill before knocking them away. Because Idle Transfiguration is unblockable, you can hit Drill Splitter then Idle Transfiguration and have it be true. This does not work if the enemy has a counter. Onto the Domain, embodiment of self-perfection. Once you enter Domain, you'll see that everyone has a bar next to them. If you get close to someone, their bar will begin draining. The closer you get to someone, the faster their bar drains. If this bar fully empties, the target will die. To play your Domain correctly, always have your blades out, as they allow for faster movement to get closer to your target. Idle Transfiguration and Drill Splitter also pair nicely, as both of them lock your enemy in place right next to you, allowing their bar to drain. On top of Drill Splitter already being a good Domain move, if you hit someone into a wall and they don't have evasive, they will die, as the stun from Drill Splitter keeps them knocked down long enough for their bar to empty. But, for the most part, all you should need is one M1 combo. Now, how do you actually play as Mahito? Mahito's playstyle revolves around his arc. Mahito's arc changes your M1 speed, damage, and your Q. The first option, Blades, trades slightly faster M1 speed for lower damage. Your second option, Boulders, trade slow M1 speed for more damage. This may seem crazy, but using the Boulders over Blades is actually better. Boulders do 1.5x M1 damage and Blades do 0.5x M1 damage. This might not seem like much. To prove my point, let's compare Boulder M1s versus Blade M1s in a standard Mahito combo. A combo using Blade M1s does 35%, and a combo using Boulders does 45%. You're doing 10% more damage, all in the trade of slower M1 speed and an, objectively, better Q. Why is the Q better? You may be asking. Boulder Q is better than Blade Q simply because 1. The Q bypasses block, 2. Its cooldown is extremely short. And 3. Boulder Q does more damage. These three elements allow for the Q to be extremely spammable, and it may not seem like much in the moment, but over time, the Q damage really racks up. For the last part of this video, I'll be showing you some clips of 1v1s with Mahito and explaining my thought process throughout the clips. In this clip, I have a knockdown on the opponent. Mahito thrives off of knockdowns, so here is how I profited off the knockdown. Because all of Mahito's moves hit downed opponents, you're able to combo off downed opponents. A little tip for you guys, your ult can hit anybody, even if they're already dead. As long as their body is still there, you can hit it. That's all for the Mahito guide. Sorry this video took so long to get out. If you have any questions, comments, concerns or whatever, feel free to post them in the comments.